G'day friends and fans, welcome to Tabletop News. I'm your host, the author David Applegate, author of the books The Boyhood Power Games, Into the Elves Bound, and The Erotic Tales from the Empire Part 1, out now, Part 2 coming soon. Also creator of Future Fantasy, working on tabletop adventure. Now I'm thinking of branching out with a custom rule set. Hopefully with your support. I may attempt a Kickstarter on my book again. I'll see how it goes. Now, you support me through the links in my link tree. More news to come. But first, you're here for RPG news. I'll make a separate video, I think, on my Kickstarter or backing kit, whichever, or some other platform I don't know yet. Now we have Salvage Union. Now the Salvage Union is a post-apocalyptic tabletop role-playing game from Leyline. Scrappy scavengers in a scrap metal mech robot. The entire collection, 1995. It's a rules-light post-apocalyptic role game from Leyline Press about ragtag pilots who scour the wasteland to build mechs. Corporations have stripped the world bare. Giant biotitans and alien nanite goop infest the land, but your rust bucket mechs still function. Now, it's a game of survival and profit. Basically, you're juggling between salvage and combat. You're going to be jury-rigging, repairing, and clawing your way across the wastelands. It's a flexible D20 system. There's some concept art. The good old harking back to the days of the caravanners. Now this bundle gives you everything you need for a hard scrap. Alright. Salvage Union Rulebook. 340 pages. Retail $30. Bang. Straight off the bat. Bargain. Now, simple mechanics. As I said, this is a simple D20. You're outside of the corpse, roaming the wastelands in a Union crawler. This houses your community. You haul scrap to sustain your community. Craft new mechs for you and your crew. You're fighting for survival. Will you survive the wastelands or fall? Now you have core classes, hybrid classes, abilities, and equipment. Now, we have the inky black void sweeps across the frozen wastelands, consuming everything in its path. This is the meld, an intelligent, otherworldly nanite hive entity. This is a danger and tremendous value. Nanites can unlock new realms of research and reshape every form of technology. Everybody wants to control it, and you're caught in the crossfire. This is a sandbox environment. This is basically the expansion and adventure, bringing you dozens of job offers, factions with details, nanite tech, new rules, new equipment. So it's a all-in-one, right? It's an expansion and an adventure. Salvage Union, Rainmaker, of course, in a wasteland, water is wealth. Discover this, there's a global storm network that can create rain, and your discovery for now is secret, but close to its source is scattered across the broken lands. Others will take up the hunt. Will rain fall? What will it bring? Now this is a epic 10 to 15 sessions, bringing new rules and equipment into the game as well. So already, time-wise, investment-wise, this is, if you're into Cyberpunk or Shadowrun, this might be for you. You can incorporate your own game. There's plenty of wastelands in various settings like rifts, etc. that could also benefit from this. This doesn't have to be played standalone. You can you can create, you can pull it apart and use the mechs and stuff for your own. Particularly the Wastelands of Gehenna. This could be, instead of mechs, you have iron golems. There's a lot of stuff here to be had with the Salvage Union. And here's another expansion / adventure with 19 unique. This is epic again. 19 areas, 10 to 15 sessions, 8 factions, rules for crafting, pilot, new mechs, new equipment, new titans. Basically, wow. This is actually months worth of material for $19.95. $20 gets you basically 3 months of fun, I would say. Most people go through 1 or 2 sessions a weekend, but I'm not sure how many people play everything. I've never come across a group that plays everything, but if you do, congratulations, I haven't met you yet. But if you're really into role-playing, I would suggest Salvage Union. Now, Outgunned is a world of killers and much more. It's another one I would recommend. $12.95 gets you the starter pack. This is cinematic action from Ricardo Rico Sergero and Simone Fueca of Two Little Mice. These are the designers of Household, The Adventures of Two Little Mice and Other Little People. And actually not little people, I think. There's Faye, but I think there's only Faye. I don't think it's mostly mice. Yeah, I don't think there's any humans. I think it's post-human world. Broken Compass Inferno. I've got Inferno. It's brilliant. Apocalypse. I can't remember if I got Apocalypse. Sorry. But this is another one. Outgunned is also on my list of yes, and yes. This combines Die Hard, True Lies, James Bond, and Kingsman, guts, ammo, and endless supply of one-liners, cinematic actions, all the way. $12.95 gets you the basic collection, everything you need to get started, but level up, which I recommend you do. For $26.19 or more, you can get 4 more titles worth an additional $48. Now, to start a collection, pay the minimum price and get Outgunned. This is the main rulebook. And then you've got Action Flicks, Volume 1, Volume 2. This is basically mini expansions for Outgunned. 416 pages. So, if you look, you've got multiple adventures in each one, which the entire settings. So, yeah, it's an entire collection. Then again, there's a few months of action there. And level up, which I recommended you. You get Outgunned, basically Indiana Jones, basically a two-fisted hero with cave raiders searching for treasure. Basically Indiana Jones, Lara Croft. Outgunned, World of Killers, basically John Wick. Assassins, Hired Guns, and Secret Societies. And Outgunned 2 Mission Dossiers. This is basically an expansion unto itself, where you basically have heroes and villains, and follow the latest. This is another hero villains Tomb Raid type, in the search of Eric the Red, who may or may not have crossed Canada and disappeared in either Japan or China, or made his way home eventually. Who knows the truth, because there are many, many stories. Now, I keep forgetting to remind you that generous customers are actually donating to charity. The extra... Where is it? Sorry. Although I thought some of them, yeah, okay. I've taken it. Some of them, some of them they do. I thought this was one of them. Yeah, backer kit. I'm considering running a backer kit, yes. Okay, Ken writes about stuff. Tabletop role-playing mini-supplement from Kennethite. Anybody into horror games, particularly Kalathu, will know the name. Kenneth stuff, $17.95 gets the entire package. This is highly recommended. 39 mythos, weird treatises from Peregrine Press. 39 basic adventures, which you can mix and match to basically go on forever with Kalathu adventures. Basically, these are all DM3 PDFs, EPUBs, and Kindle formats. There's several titles in each group. Now, basically, you've got the deep ones, one of the core fish people of the Kalathu mythos. You have Diclock, the Nazi UFO conspiracy, Foul Congeries, ghouls, hounds of Tenelos, Lilith, Fred-looking Gus, Mumbar, martial arts, Migo, mind control, moon deaths, slog-offs, another Kalathu favourite, star vampires. There's many more here. Tomb hounds, vendettas, voodoo, the Majestic Project, Project Overwatch, Mutant City Spies, the Spear of Destiny, the Wendigo. There is just so much here. Now, the Great Race of Yeth. Now, this is a weird one. I know Yeth and Sith. These are actually Celtic words, which have been often misused. Sith, I believe, actually referred to a hearth. Basically, a hearth is a type of home with a central fireplace and a wrench. Now, a wrench in the old days was old speak for a handy wife. And basically, she wasn't just dutiful, she was handy, which means she could actually help on the farm. Now, it's a complex word because it's built up over time, and of course, lately a lot of these concepts here have been hijacked by other mythoses, but these are short works that have appeared in other bundles. But this is there's been various installments of Kennethite's horror over the last couple of years, but there's still a lot of new material here that still makes it worth the $, $17.95. Yeld, second edition, is a all ages tabletop. Now, as you can tell, it's a westernized it's a fantasy anime style RPG, probably more inspired by phone games than anime, but this is from Atarashi Games. That's about the magical land of Yeld, where you take a journey across to win keys, unlock doors, and return home. If you turn 13, you become before returning home, you become a monster. This is inspired by Narnia, Final Fantasy, Zelda, Secrets of Mana. Has adventures like inspiration. I mean, from adventures like Full Metal Alchemist and One Piece. As if you cannot tell, this is the style of the. This is a cell style more akin to the 70s than the 80s, but it is golden era at its best, with a high volume of adventure. And again, this is a kids friendly. This is not rare, but it's uncommon for a bundle of holding to have. But this is there was back in 2019 Yeld. I'm not sure if I had that one or not. I couldn't find it on my list, so I don't remember it. But might have been before I started doing this show. Yeld looks great. If you've got kids and want to introduce them to role-playing and adventures, this is much better than video games. And I know my gamer friends would consider that blasphemy, but the Magical Land of Yeld 2.0 features Mermaid Hunters, a starter kit, the Magical Index, and a set of paper monsters to get you all started. 402 pages. Then you got the rank 1 adventures, basically 5 adventures to get you started, and then more jobs, and then some more supplements to expand the land of Yeld. More territories, towns, and more adventure. If you've got kids, I would recommend it. If you're into horror, Kenneth writes about stuff. Action, Outgunned, and Cyberpunk. Now, the weird one is the Monarchies of Mau. This is a post-humanist action adventure. This is Cat and Mouse. $14.95 gets you the entire collection. So the Monarchy of Mau is again post-human. This is thousands of years after the age of man. Dogs and cats have inherited the world. They have been uplifted. They can now use tools and language. The animal nations are rediscovering the world they inherited. Some seek the leftover technology of humanity, which they believe to be magic. The world is dangerous and mysterious, but courageous dogs and cats persevere. Now, not just the dogs and cats. There are also the mice. Now, this comes with the playbook with the set of rules and player aids, including VTT assets and wallpapers. This is an expansion, adding the subterranean world of the mice, and they have also VTT assets and wallpapers. Now, the role of good dogs and excellent cats. Again, this is cat and dog characters and adventures for cats. So you got 2 adventures, expansion. Look at the cost of a ticket. Each 3 to 5 hours of an RPG is 1 adventure. So you've got 2 left for less than the price of a movie ticket. And I think it's well worth the fun. It's cheaper than a movie ticket, folks. This is all brought to you by the members of Future Fantasy, my RPG in progress. Join, support, you help fund art. I also play video games occasionally, Postal 2 I'm playing now. I just finished Apocalypse Weekend in full in hard difficulty, which I found extremely challenging at times. I'm not trying high difficulties. For now, I'm moving on to A Week in Paradise. Then, of course, you can get past episodes, free maps, become a full member, get more maps, and access to RPG material. Now, Curseborne, Core Rulebook, is a storyteller game from Onyx Path Publishing. The world is cracked, and we have seeped through. Now we are here. In Curseborne, our world is connected to disturbing realms via liminal spaces. If you don't know what a liminal space is, consider it the astral plane, okay? It's the best way of describing it. You've got the astral and ethereal overlapping into our realities, bleeding through, open doors, basically, between realms. Can you taste the emotions in the air? These, of course, these are the damned, and the damned can grant you unnatural gifts and thrive on terrifying impulses. They basically, you're cursed, and your family has made pacts and committed crimes, led you to a path of political intrigue, and lasting perdition. You think that's scary? Wait until you meet the beasts. This is a complete guide to the accursed world of Curseborne, with playable character types, when and how to roll dice, and all the usual rules that come with storyteller games. This is a PDF. It does come in hard colour and a premium colour print. Human created without AI. I think a lot of these tags you'll start to see has received a 5-star rating from reviewers. A bit on the rich side right now, but it's new. Still worth checking out or putting on your wish list. No, I do have some stuff in my wish list and sitting in my cart, but I'll finish shopping another day. Basically, yeah. I love the lore of some of these RPGs, but one I thought was interesting. If you're into aliens, I don't like movie tie-ins, but it is new and it is not unheard of, and it's not uncommon. A lot of there's remember John Carter? They tried to use the RPG to revive John Carter and launch a series. They should have done it as a series in the first place. I think they'll still get it off the ground. I think the politics of Disney right now, and they're in a bad place. But I think once Bob Iger and others are gone, the opposition to John Carter, because right now Disney's in love with Marvel and LucasArts and Avatar. They don't want competition, and allegedly they've sabotaged Morona as well. Now, Aliens RPG is a core rulebook. This is the start of it's a proper RPG. It's not just a once-off rulebook. There are supplements and adventures. This is from Free League Publishing. Now, it hasn't been out long, and yet it's already racked up 5 stars. Now, this is the original Aliens. Okay? This is official, and it has a digital companion, apparently, to give you tools, experience everything. Now, apparently it's a fast-paced game. You play a Marine or Weyland Yutani agent or just a kid. Yeah, this gives you options. You've got reworked. This is revised and expanded. So I did thought there was a previous Alien game. Yeah, this is Aliens Evolved. So this is like a second edition, but it's reworked. And yeah, but it's a licensed IP from 20th Century Studios, who are the IP owners, even though they're owned by Disney. I mean, now, a lot of Kickstarters out there. Thundercats still has not kicked off. Apocalypse War, which I have backed, third edition of Apocalypse, has reached 235,000. Whoa, it just went up. Okay, they had an original goal. They went well past over 1,000 backers, 29 days to go. They're in no danger. Yeah, rewards. Okay. $10. I got in early. I did not get the print edition. $40 for the print edition. Digital edition, $20. Retail edition. Yeah. You got optional sets where you get extended playbooks. I'm a little short, but yeah, I got in early. Digital edition, third edition, early backer. I got it cheap. Optional add-ons, yeah, I wish, but I'll wait for the bundle. Hope for the bundle. I think they'll do a bundle. Probably a year, maybe longer. Jeez, how long did it take for, was it Tombstone? Deadlands. Look at Deadlands. It eventually got a bundle, I think, once. They all will eventually. You start to see. I'm not saying that this is the collapse of a RPG, but I think eventually RPGs will just start bundling their initial offers and then try to make up try and create a player base and release adventures. But I think a lot of people realise that if they go the D&D route and try to keep up an adventure a month or something, I think better off, probably doing something, once every 3 months or something. But we'll see. I think a lot of them are just doing once off every few months, and that's fine with me. I can't afford every month to buy another. I mean, most of them I just get to read, or a bit of solo play now and again. Ghost of the Shell, tabletop role-playing game, a bit rich for me, but it's reached 500,000. Again, it was a low goal initially, over 2,000 backers. Ghost of the Shell is the original. Okay, this is from the manga. This is adapted by Studio IG, the round. Arise is... This is the latest iteration of Ghost in the Shell. So it's canon. And it brings back the OGs, including the Tamagotchi, in the original form, not the... I think it was Laughing Man because the AI is digital, okay? The AI uploaded. That was what they were laughing at the end. And you have an interesting view of cyberspace interfaces. The various mechanics of memory and how it works. So the premise of Ghost in the Shell is not something easily explained, but basically it's when you're a full cyborg, are you still human or are you a ghost in a shell? Because all you are is a brain kept alive by mechanics. Our full Cyborg pack is the standard backer pack, €230. And then you got Digital Ghost, which I wish, as you can see, it's $36. Yeah, then you got the Operative pack, yeah, and addition. So it's a core book and a adventure book, right? Then you got additional packs, all of them, and then you also got packs for retailers. This is a this gives you retail access as well. So, yeah, shipping fees are not included. Now, there is the expanded packs, of course. They come with dice and screen. And it's a deluxe edition, so hardcore collector's edition, basically, with dice tray. You got boxes, you got cards, and I think most levels all come with the PDF. I think 13 items in this one. Yeah, and of course this is multi-language as well. So they've really put a lot into this, but of course, what did you expect? They're a professional studio. $500,000 probably won't even cover a week's operation for them, but it's probably one of 1,000 products they produce. You know what I mean? It's a big IP, you know, and they have, you know, made a lot of material over the years. This will definitely be like prelude to a new series, I think. Pardon me. Factions called Rulebook is coming on pre-order. This is one of many licensed material RPGs out there. Modifius Entertainment is bringing us Fallout, the official role-playing game. This new hardcore book enhances Fallout Factions, a miniature skirmish game, which is already out. This expands tabletop. Now this is at €30. This is on the Morphidius website and will be in gaming stores summer 25. Which is weird. Oh, this is from March 25. I've clicked the wrong one. It's already released. That's the story. When I saw the story listed, right, it was updated. But when I've clicked on it, there's no update. Have I clicked the wrong? I'm not going to bother. Okay. It's out now, right? It is. I think they've made a mistake. Basically, it's out. It's no longer on pre-order. It's in store. I think they haven't updated it. I think this is from cache or something. You know, when you click a story, you get the cache. I'm not going to refresh the page and try and reload it. I didn't see that. I apologize. It said new story. It said new. I'm pretty sure when I was going through that it did say new, updated, right? I thought, oh, new updates on the Fallout package? Okay. So they been promising it out for a while, and I thought, must be out now. So, yeah. Sorry about that, but these are the breaks, all brought to you by my own RPG, so please support the channel. Really appreciate it. So you can support me on Ko-Fi, Patreon, particularly my RPG, buy my books, buy my merch. All my links are in the link tree, description below, in my profile, or scan the QR code on the screen. Appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you all in the next video. And of course, I'll try to bring more news from different sources so that, particularly independents, I know that a lot are not posting on X right now. I find that shameful. You're cutting out half your audience, particularly now that Blue Sky's fallen, below 7 million or 4 million engagements, whatever. Whoever you depend on, who you ask, that's pitiful, right? 7 million engagements a day, that's pitiful, right? There's no way you're going to make money on advertising. You really hope that you've already got a Kickstarter campaign following. Because if you haven't, and you're not posting on X, I've offered people. I said, "Hey, I'll do your reviews. I'll shout you out." But some people are so in love with their politics, and some people just don't like the fact I'm not American. That really burns me. There's some real problem people out there, and it's a shame because they produce such wonderful RPGs, and yet they don't want to work because, they don't. I guess they don't want someone to make money off them or something. I don't know. I'm just bringing you the news, and it would be nice if I could bring you something exclusive, but so far, no replies. I'd love to bring you more stuff, and I really need your help to do it. And to do that, I gotta build an audience. Gotta have some social credit that says people are interested in what they have to say. It's not enough to tell me that you like it. You've got to subscribe. You've got to hit that like button. And that would really help out. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye for now.